Intelligence and integrity are not the same thing. Christopher Rufo is a guy who came up with an idea. Let's take critical race theory and let's dump all kinds of poisonous stuff into it. Let's call it anti-white. Let's call it anti-American. Let's make people afraid. Let's rouse people up. Well, what Christopher Rufo and his ilk need is that screaming and that yelling, because if it gets quiet and people start talking, something very different comes to light. Let me give you an example. White people own homes at a much higher rate than black people in the United States. So why is that? Critical race theory would tell you that's because the federal government engaged in redlining in virtually every major city in America. Critical race theory would tell you that's because the Federal Housing Authority between 1934 and 1962 gave 98% of its home loans to white people. That's what critical race theory would say about why white people own homes at much higher rates than black people today. And that's also the truth about why that disparity exists. Once you start talking about the facts, people like Christopher Rufo are in trouble because they need the yelling and the screaming to hide their lack of integrity.